I'm CTO of CopySight. My co-founder Tommy is now in LA talking to movie studios and fashion brands. And I know from first-hand experience of being a software engineer that GenAI cuts down development costs, but even so, it cuts down the cost of creating digital content. But the issue is that most enterprises still don't allow it, especially in the production environments. And one of the biggest reasons is copyright. US Copyright Office says that AI-generated content is not copyrightable unless there is a significant human involvement. And the other issue with it is when you generate content, you don't even know if you own it, because most of the models are trained on a very wide set of data that oftentimes includes legal or legally obtained copyrighted content that the foundational model providers choose to train it. So today I want to demo part of the pipeline that we're doing for the enterprise clients. It allows them to verify that the content they create is safe and legal to use. So let's say you're maybe a marketing agency for a fashion brand that's designing a new perfume ads, and you want to throw something in there. It immediately highlights that you have a couple of characters that are, sorry, it's my network filter. Privacy first. As you can see, Pokemon's, Pikachu, and I forgot to pronounce it. But anyways, owners, respective copyright, Chanel trademark, and my co-founder traveled to New York to Chanel's headquarters last week to have a demo with them, so it wasn't chosen for a reason. And then, or maybe you're doing things for the Nike. And what we did find is certain models, for example, Flux in particular. Flux are the people behind Stable Diffusion. Anytime you try to generate a shoe, it generates Nike shoe. Not much variety in the training data, you can tell right away. And this is one of our favorite. It's Punisher. It's a Winnie Pooh with a Punisher short on, stylish, but totally illegal to use in any commercial content, or maybe something like this. Huge, but violates somebody's copyright. So basically, this is part of our pipeline, and we first make sure all the content that AI model generates is safe to use, and then when they work through our pipeline, we document every single step of creation and create basically a document that proves that this is a human involvement, this is what they created, and they own it, and that's us. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's the 95%, 85%, like at what percent is it actually?
So kind of from what we determined, and this is so far, we have a lawyer on staff. He's a former head of IP at Snapchat. So is my co-founder. We settled on 70-75% just based on kind of like, his experience dealing with copyright law, what it visually seems like. But we did notice that most of the things that are infringed, they're in the 85-90% anyways. So most of the times the guidance is if it's above 75%, no. If it's below 75%, consult the legal team. We're not saying yes and no. We're just giving companies guidance on whether they can proceed with it. So, sure, yeah, good question. So most of our clients are well established and they usually know what they're doing. So our bigger pipeline is a tool that actually helps them go through the ideation and design stage, where we can give them access to the models. Some of the models are fine-tuned, but it gives them that ability to put human creativity in that allows them to copyright it. Basically, you're not just prompt engineer. You can throw in a sketch and it will continue from the sketch. You can do in painting, design, and then we document all those steps. So it's a Photoshop plugin, but basically it leverages identification to make sure the stuff they create is novel and doesn't violate copyright.
Like images or videos?
Images, videos, gaming assets, pretty much any kind of visual arts.
Does your pipeline also identify differentiate AI-generated humans versus actual humans?
That's actually a great question. We settled this completely by an accident. We had a conversation with, I guess I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name, but we had a conversation with general counsel of one of the largest movie studios in LA, and in a conversation she just like, what if our designers use AI, don't tell us? And here we're like, okay, we can. Yes, we do identify it. That's part of the pipeline that we're building. But still, that task is actually pretty much solved. We have our own model. We have a couple APIs that we can call if the client allows sending their data to an outside API. It's somewhat a solved issue. We're not going after that market. It's just a value add that we have basically, because a lot of executives sometimes worry that their designers will do something they're not supposed to, and we have a couple clients that, to be honest, are borderline in that area, but we're guiding them towards a process where they can establish procedures that allow them to own the property that they create.
Here in the back. So for the content IP owners, the goal is to get paid and avoid infringement. And for the creators that use images like the one on the screen, sometimes the goal is to infringe. Do you align with the former or the latter? What's your business model? Second question is, does this work on video?
Yes, this can work on video. Basically, video is basically images. If you're like, we can identify when the frame jumps, and then just take the steals of those images. We're thinking of even more robust pipeline, but that's what we can do for now. And we're definitely a company/designer focused product, but our idea is in creating new, not infringing on old. Like a lot of times, there's only this much that we've created. There's so much more opportunity to create more. So I think we help people understand, what's there. And again, we don't bar them from using this. So if they see something like a Spider-Man, and maybe there are ways for them to work with a respective copyright owner and obtain, that's something that we can expand. We can partner with somebody else to do. But I think our goal is to enable designers to create new things without, getting in trouble and actually owning what they create. So in the future, when there is a market for that type of like distributed royalties, they can claim no ownership.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.